Testing sound. Testing sound. Okay, this worked. Testing sound. Okay, this worked. Testing sound. Okay, this worked. Testing sound. Although hacking. Yeah, just testing it out. Right. Set it up on here and check the weather control. Meant to be storming down there overnight through the weekend. They're calling it storms and them. So look at coastal towns locked down in Spain. The clouds of the toxic gas release lavas that opens as it hit the oceans, right? This is all about their control.
When you take the world's biggest brands and add them to the world's best zero-commission broker, you get infinite trading opportunities at...
Right, before I share this, look at the comments. Massive volcano is always been erupting. Well, it's due to technology is doing this for a reason. They're not going to tell you that coastal areas of it's going to affect. And it's funny that the US is not reporting the earthquakes, the USGS, and they have 300 earthquakes a day. You think the media or the government cares? No. The USGS in the past has been downgraded deliberately not reporting the quakes. Australian government and the Northern Territories is now using military soldiers and army trucks to forcibly round up people, Indigenous people who have merely been near someone who's alleged, quote, what. It's a bit ironic all this is happening and push people into control of living the violence. Victims have been forcibly relocated to Howard Springs quarantine camp, but there's a bit more to this, a bigger picture. There's an inbound comets. It's already, I've seen this firsthand with the effects of the skies going red, bright red, and all the multiple colours, and live weather cams. So makes you wonder what parts of the world has been affected first. The US media is owned by the corporation demons anyway. Okay, next. This is reading people's comments about what's happening on the island. Well, let's have a look with Dabu7 on the YouTube channel.
This is Dabu7. We have reports out of Madrid, Spain, on La Palma now, and its latest activity, where we have this lava flow that has reached the ocean, and it is now setting off these plumes of toxic gas. They're going high into the sky, and this is what they're calling the third tongue of lava coming from this Cumbre Vieja volcano. And it's been erupting now for 2 months. We've talked about the earthquake activity. We've talked about other anomalies connected to this, especially the fact that if the whole western shelf of this was to break off, it would cause a massive tsunami that would affect the east coast of the United States.
And England.
An event like that actually happened in the past. They have proof of that. And with all this activity, it leaves some wondering, will we see some kind of event in the offing? So the earthquake swarming continues in this area. Let's go over to the earthquake map real quick. Now, this one is not going to show any activity on that specific region, but I want to point out a few other spots here real quick. Look at what we got going on in Idaho here. We've had a magnitude 4 and swarming. And within that time frame, a 3.1 off the coast of Oregon around that Juan de Fuca plate. 3.7 activity there in Puerto Rico. And then just some odd activity that I've seen out here in terms of the 4.6 that you can see here. And when we go up here near Russia, and when it comes to the residents here around La Palma, they're saying you need to stay inside. Basically, they've ordered a lockdown for that area. The airport also closed and likely to remain closed for up to 48 hours due to all these conditions. So I'm going to continue to report on this and update as I get more. Join us for the live streams Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern. You'll find links below.
And how ironic, that was only one day ago. Right, the forecast for England. Severe weather is all interlinked. So, distractions. Right, let's go back to Friday tomorrow. Okay. Starting early hours of the morning and starts off mild with rain. Okay. And then mild wind. Throughout the day picks up. So let's go to the afternoon and evening. Okay. The wind's picking up. Okay, not much for now. By the evening, it's still an average wind. But then, from midnight, this is what one wants to watch for. 12 a.m. So people set your alarms if you're in England, just in case you get flooded, you have a problem by the coast or inland, just in case, because there's going to be snow on top. They claim they can't predict who's going to settle. Well, on this so-called forecast, the 67% throughout that morning, early hours, if there's a power cut and snow on top, and you got wind, you need to get your bits and bobs, off-grid stuff if you haven't already got that, just in case. Torches, batteries, camping gear. Get a flask of tea, get some of your bits and pieces you don't need to heat your food up with, like protein bars, just in case. Just in case. So, it feels like -4. That's 7 a.m. in the morning, is actually morning. Because I've got a service due tomorrow. I have to go out shortly and chance to go and put some cash in the bank. So, if you haven't got any mobile data, if you've got any means of communications, wind up torch, wind up radio, whistle. Just looking at precautions. Who knows? May not be nothing. May be something. So throughout the day, the winds pick up 16 miles per hour. Showers. God knows if this area in the corridor gets flooded again by the leaves outside. Wouldn't be too surprised. Then I'm looking up to see if it eases. 11 o'clock. Let's have a look. Low temperatures. No, it carries on. Then we go through. And go throughout the day. Let's have a look. They're claiming the snow might not settle. Now, here we go with the winds. Wind speeds. In the afternoon, this is where, in this area, before we had a mini tornado, the last time it got really bad. So, feels like -3. Wind speeds 25 miles an hour. That's bloody strong. It blew off the roof, well, part of the roof tiles before. So it's throughout the day. Daylight. Don't forget it gets dark early in England. Don't know where else. But I'm just looking at the mainstream forecast. But don't forget if it snows, right? Then you've got the rain, then the wind. You need to get your winter woolies out, double up and layer up. Especially if you've got disabilities, elderly, children. 0.1 centimeters of snow, but you can never tell with the weather engineering. So, amount of rain, no, but that means the snow might just settle and turn to ice. So, that's Saturday. Let's look at Sunday. Tonight's a chance of rain. Sunday, it's still going to be low, so there isn't any snow settling around. It won't clear then for Sunday, even though you might have a bit of sun, because it's still small. 4 degrees is low. So minus Sunday night. Frost likely because it's -2. Do you think they're going to rank up the prices in gas electric? And I'm looking at for Monday, it's meant to be sunny. Then we're going to rain again throughout the week. Next week, there's a lot of rain. So get ready for a ride of unsettled weather. Again, I'm not saying it's got anything to do with what's going on in Spain, but you just got to be careful just in case. Just in case scenario. So, let's go back to Spanish. Because people, they're not going to tell you there's going to be your laptop, but they're not going to tell you there's going to be some loss of power, i.e., and there's going to be all this affects coastal towns locked down in clouds of toxicity. Do you know that could be also on top impacting Mother Earth? I'm just going to see if there's a link. Somebody usually does just to see somebody's put up and think about the earthquake. It's been going on for a long time. And then on top of this, you got civil unrest. I mean, you know, going on in different parts of the world on a certain subject. Panic buying people on firewood for wood burning if you've got a stove. Food prices already increased. I've noticed a subtle increases of that. I'm just having a quick look for Doomsday upon us. I don't go for scaremongering. Here we go. This is a great one. Information on the location of the Spain volcano erupting warning.
Hello, my dear viewers. This is Bushcraft Bear speaking to you live here from the Canary Islands, La Palma. Today it's Thursday afternoon. I am back here on the top of the hill, a little bit above the beach of Tazacorte. First of all, I want to wish you all a very nice and happy Thanksgiving feast. I hope you are together with your family. I hope you are healthy, and I hope you feel good. And if not, I wish you all the very best for the future, that things will get better for you. So today, you can see it is raining at the moment. The rain stops a little bit. That's good because I'm filming. And yeah, for the plant, it's very good that it is raining for the banana plantations, for the herbs here, for the trees, and for the animals. I like this weather very much. It's good for hiking if it's not raining too much. And here on the west side, the rain was moderate, but they are saying tomorrow, Friday, there will be more rain. So today it's fine. On the street, it's okay. It's not so much slippery. If you drive carefully, it's okay. The volcano over there, not visible today, and I don't hear any noise from the volcano. I can see the lava streams here in the Atlantic Ocean, the little one over here and the bigger one behind. But the little one already is 5 hectares big and reaches 350 meters into the Atlantic Ocean. Well, that is something, you know. And this new lava stream over here is only, I think, 3 days old. Unbelievable. All right, yeah, a lot of noise here coming from the town Tazacorte. People are busy working. The wind got very strong and noisy, so that I make a voiceover and turn off the sound. What I like most in nature when it is raining is the change of the colors. Very beautiful. A little bit later, the wind got so strong that it knocked my camera tripod over. I was lucky. The camera was removed and the tripod remained intact. Let's have a look into the Aridane Valley. Here you can see the caldera. There is the city of Los Llanos, and a little bit above the city is the volcano cone. Today the volcano is not visible. There are the lava streams in between the mountain La Laguna and Todoque. Here the town of Tazacorte and the harbor in the Atlantic Ocean. A little bit above the harbor are the new lava deltas.
Wow, look at that.
Here you can see the ash cloud above the volcano. The wind was very strong at this moment and I could feel the ash in my eyes. The weather situation is getting worse now. I found shelter here there's a little roof, and here on the top of the hill, no chance. There is a really strong wind and a lot of ash in the air now. I saw that there is a lot of ash coming out of the volcano vent. So now the weather is getting more and more worse. Let's come to the news, my dear viewers. Report on the volcanic eruption on Thursday, November the 25th. It started raining tonight. Light rain with somewhat stronger intervals during the night. But luckily, no heavy rain. Good for the plants, bad for road traffic, rooftops and buildings and greenhouses. Mild temperatures. The IGN report. Since the last statement, a total of 72 earthquakes have been localized during the volcanic reactivation in Cumbre Vieja area, 5 of which...
Hiya. How are you? Hiya again, Claire. Did you get what? No, I haven't got out yet. I was leaving it. What's the time now? It's about 8. I've got to eat something first, and I noticed the weather. So fingers crossed. I just wanted to observe this. Or is it tomorrow you're sorting out? I've got to do it today. The weather's going to start really bad, unpredictable, because I've got a suspicion that gut feeling that this volcano might just affect. I'm just looking at the comments on this channel. It's, you know, the bigger picture. Other people are getting information out how this volcano is constantly having the lava flow towards the seas. I also have other weather sources. People are watching this and making websites and content that it could cause effects in the ocean. Now that'd be interesting to see. But England does never really have these strong winds, does it? But, you know, they could be ramping up the gas prices, electric prices, and just in case there's a power cut. I'm always prepared for winter in that regard anyway. So camping gear, camping lights, push button lights, battery operated, wind up radio, wind up clock. Not like the end of the world kind of stuff, but just in case, because I have medical equipment. And on top of that, I wanted that the smoke alarm, the gas lighter, one of them, to do a smoke alarm. So my electrics will be off when it's snowing and windy. So I've got to get my extra thick knitted blankets out that I can put on my legs in the wheelchair. and get my flask of tea ready. So I've got a hot drink throughout the day because electrics have to be turned off while it does the works, and hopefully it won't be bloody too long and don't cock up. Or there's like suddenly there's an email that says cancel because of bad weather or snow or something. There's always something that goes on. But anyway, just in case, health and safety is always my forefront where all this goes on top. So I always make sure I'm careful with the mobile data because you don't know if your mobile phone networks might just cut out. So this is where we're relying on, generally, not just England, is it? On mainstream supplies, gas, electric, phone, but always have a plug-in old version of a telephone to the main phone socket because that's built in underground, isn't it? The cables. So, depending obviously where you live, and so not digital because if it's digital, if there's network, or the weather, the way is collapse, then it won't work. So yeah, as I'm the only one in my situation around here with the perpetrators and gaslighters surrounding me, and they've kicked in the back door of the main block of flats while certain individuals are doing certain things at the flat above me on top. I need to be more vigilant, if that makes any sense, to anything could happen. So the last time we had really bad wind, I mean, these are gusts they're talking about, this very, very strong gusts of winds. I'm ground floor, so I've got like the old fashioned way of doing things. I was taught, get your rolled up rugs put against your windows, thick double lined windows, i.e. curtains. There's all these off-grid communities of videos I've been watching for years. You pick up a few tips. My mate's just washing my floor and doing some hoovering at the moment, so just try to get something to eat. And then head out, and it's just, don't need anything else. I mean, I wanted to get in some eggs. I might just get some cheap sandwiches. Well, not sandwiches, one of these pasties that you did have to heat up just for tomorrow. Just in case that guy messes up. Just in case you get your bananas, that's all I can eat really. Tin stuff is ready stuff I got, but when there's a power cut and things, you gotta think what you can eat. Protein bars. When you have dodgy teeth, the radiating my teeth, it's always wise to get stuff that's soft, easy to access. I've got camping lights and lanterns. I wanted really to get one of these other ones. What I really want to invest in was a bug out bag that's reasonably accessible to put my stuff in. I've got water filters, solar type shower things, water for fire that you can actually drink out of a pot of water, and it's got a filter so you can use it, gosh forbid, if the grid goes off, with water supply too. And you just get your water, boil it down, cool it off, and store it in your, if you have bottles of water, not tap water, you can use the bottles, so you've got a supply of water, because the body needs water first, isn't it? Anyway, so yeah, I just thought I'd add that penny's worth. I need to go to the shops, okay, to get some gas and electric, yeah, bits and bobs, yeah, like me. You sound very prepared and well done. Have you had any? Oh my goodness me, I can't even quote on that subject. One subject I don't mention on the channel on that subject. Considering the mandates and lockdowns and curfews in other countries, we'll probably have it the same. This is what I was wondering as well, you know, and it makes it more difficult when we're in this program. They're definitely trying to implement this, and they're already here. It's already here. They're controlled worldwide. Yeah, it's very demonic. It's already here. So this is one I'm watching for as well. You go and get your bits and bobs and what you need to do, because I've got to do it before. I'm just setting up my other phone to do that, so I can stream all this out, which is cheapish to use on my phone. It's easier. So I'm just checking it now. Tonight it says a little rain. I'm looking up. Starting tomorrow, I'm looking at the time span. I'm trying to get a gauge of the timeline. So this app doesn't give me much of a timeline at the moment. Light rain, there than later. So there's not too much, but I've got to be careful. Tomorrow's the biggest thing. I don't really want to go out, to be honest, in this wheelchair that they haven't sorted out. But it's just to get the cash in the bank and cover my direct debit. Okay, right. I'm just going to keep going. Should do the application on this one.
Which were felt by the population, which is closest to the eruption centers. In the remaining stations, the slight deflation, possibly related to the deep seismicity, has stabilized, with the exception of LPO1, which continues to register it. The technical director of the Special Plan for Civil Protection and Emergency Aid for Volcanic Risks of the Canary Islands, PEVOLCA, Miguel Angel Morcuende, asked the residents of La Palma to avoid traveling through areas of hollows and standing on unstable slopes during the rainy season, especially on Friday, because of the risk of landslides. The build-up of ash can allow hyper-concentrated currents to form in areas with heavy runoff. In the event that they occur, he warned of the danger of traveling in riverbed areas or at the foot of steep slopes. More and more people are coming to look at the volcano. You can see the car over here. Winter stays on La Palma because of the ash until 1 o'clock this afternoon in the operational stop. Winter is the airline that connects the island La Palma with the other islands. Winter has reported that due to the development of the ash cloud from the volcano that erupted on September 19th in La Palma, operations at the island airport will be stopped on this Thursday until 1 p.m. The airline has started in a statement that operations will be held for the 6th day in a row and will continue until conditions improve and allow to fly with safety guarantees. So 6 days without airport here on this island, that's a very long time. And well, it's possible to travel, but then you have to take the ferry. The ferry travels 2 times a day. And then you can go to the other island, Tenerife, and then you can go there to the airport. The beginning of the tourist high season on La Palma, unlike the rest of the archipelago, is marked by the uncertainty resulting from the volcanic eruption, since its end is unknown, and by the decline in flight connections, which make it difficult for tourists to arrive. We are already thinking of Easter, suspects the vice president of Ash Hotel on La Palma, Carlos Garcia, who has resigned from Europe's press, who points out that there is no perspective until the volcano has gone out and the season has already started, and airlines and tour operators have planned without counting on the island. With that in mind, he points out that companies like Condor or EasyJet moved their operations to March, and the Scandinavians stopped it, making it impossible to rely on the massive arrival of tourists from Northern Europe. The new lava delta extends the surface of La Palma by 5 hectares. And again, another warning, given the relative stability of the volcanic eruption in the last few hours, the main concern of civil defense is now focusing on the rainfalls announced for Friday across the island with 60 liters per square meter in 12 hours and up to 15 liters in 1 hour. All right, so I'm prepared. I will go on with my preparation today. We will see how tomorrow, Friday, will be. And I'm excited about how to see how the Barranco, the valley down there at the beach of Tazacorte, if there will be again a river. And yeah, we will see if it's possible to make some footage for you tomorrow from this river, if there will be one. But it's possible if it's raining very strong in the caldera, there is a very wide and strong river. We will see. Hopefully, this rain will.
Hopefully, it won't happen. Not be that bad. But you never know. You haven't had them. Don't plan to. Yeah, don't blame me. Yeah. Don't have any plans to have the, you know what? That's why I have to be careful what I say here. Have you researched Watson's? Yes, I have. If you don't want to discuss it on this channel, don't worry. No, it's alright. I just I'll get a strike if I say too much. So I can't comment either way. I have to be on the fence about it. You know, it's what my perps outside who you were saying about earlier. I know the Freemasons, there's certain Freemasons and misconnections and certain things connected to it, I know, by this other app. I might be able to show you where to look actually. I don't know if you know how to download, if you can on your phone. Where you can research more. I'll try and show you in a minute. Just trying to set this up. I like to let my food cool down, it's too hot to eat. My dodgy teeth. Time zone's different in America and it's their Thanksgiving, isn't it? But people are homeless right now, aren't they? So people are losing their jobs and they're not feeling very for this control system the way it is. Many people. There's a lot of people that haven't got their families with them for the first time either. So I don't think there'll be a lot of people doing much. This is the minute times we're living in. I'm just setting this up, my app up on this phone, so I can live stream. God people in the others tomorrow.
Awake.
Let's test this out.